Hi, and welcome to this NVTBL video tutorial on how to make requests. First, you will go to nvtbl.org. This is the main page, and as you see, we have a lot of the information up for the fall season. The first thing you want to do when making a request is you want to log in first. Login button is in the top right-hand corner. And what I'm going to do is enter my login. Coaches have a login. They'll create one once they register. You also will have one from prior seasons if you're a returning team. So after you log in, you should see your team information under the headline here. Since I'm using a dummy practice page, it just says TBD14, but it should say your team name under the headline here, and your team information off to the left-hand side here. Now, there's a lot of options and a lot of things that coaches can view and edit on once they log in at nvtbl.org. For the purposes of these videos, I'm just going to show you guys the request system, which again is right here underneath the left-handed batter here. And again, what we're going to start with is showing coaches how to make a practice request. There are many times where coaches would want to add a practice request that is additional to their weekly practice slot that Jenny is able to provide teams. If you want to get an additional practice slot outside of that, or if you weren't able to land a weekly practice slot and you would like to get a practice for a specific time or date, this is how you would do so. Now again, under the Request tab, the first option is Practice Request. Let's go ahead and select that. Now what I would like to do is make a practice request for today, this afternoon. So I'm going to enter today's date. I would like a 5:30 p.m. practice. And so after you enter your date and time, coaches 8 to 12U will have the option to select the available fields for 8 to 12U teams, and then 13 and up that has another option for their fields as well. Now 8 to 12U coaches, make sure that you're selecting fields in the 8 to 12U drop down. 13 and up, make sure you're selecting your teams in the 13 and up drop down. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it shows a field is available. So, I'm going to go in and select Nottoway, which is in Vienna, I believe. And I'm going to click View Schedule. Now, what comes up? The field, and it tells me it is open. So I can go ahead and make a request for that field because based on the time that I wanted, 5:30, it's open from 5 to 11. So I can go ahead and make a request in that system. We will then get a notification and set that up for you and obviously confirm it with an email once we have it locked in, and you will then be all set to practice on that date. Now, say I wanted to practice at Poplar Tree Park and view schedule. Notice how nothing comes up. Notice the field. Notice there's no date provided, no time options available. This means that we don't have this field on that day and that it is not available for teams to practice or play games at. Now I want to show you just one more option. When I click on South County Middle School and view schedule, I will notice that there are 2 practices already scheduled. Again, this shows that the field is available. We have the field for this date and for those times. However, there's already been a practice assigned. So that will not be a viable option for me to practice. So again, I will go back to that option that I had available, which was at Nottoway, and then go ahead and select that. I'll select Nottoway option, and then I will hit save. I will not go ahead and make a practice request just for the purpose of this video, but here's a way I'm showing you guys how to make game requests. Now, there are Loudoun County fields on this list for 8 to 12U and 13 and up. Please do not select Loudoun County fields to make a practice request. We do not handle practice requests for Loudoun County fields. Teams from Loudoun County will need to apply directly through the county to get practice fields for those, to get practice slots for those fields.